So cute. Cuddle me.
Is it, can you hear it? Yeah.
Which one is that?
It's
Ronnie.
Ronnie. It's totally normal.
Yeah, totally normal.
Hi guys, we're here with Jess. She's a friend from like what, six years now?
Long time ago, yeah.
And we just wanted to know a bit more about what she does and yeah.
I'm a tour manager, and at the moment I've been working with a band called Big Thief a lot. They're the main band that I tour with at the moment.
How did you start?
I started tour managing. I was working at a venue in Brighton, like interning behind the bar and stuff like that, and I was meeting a lot of people who were touring, and I kind of thought, well, I was like, I want to do this one day.
Yeah, I don't want to stay in a
I don't want to stay, and I was like enjoying meeting people who were like coming through the venue, or if I was like meeting bands who were on tour and I was greeting them or buying the rider or whatever, that kind of thing. I was like, this seems like a cool job. And then I went on tour with a friend's band who was like the first of three, so it's like, yeah, the first band on, sort of like tour managing them, but also just kind of helping them out and driving.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like met people from that tour, and I think it was maybe like the year after or something, a friend was tour managing a band and he asked me to go and do merch and to drive, and then after that I started tour managing them. But I just always say to people, like, obviously it's shit, but in the beginning of like anything you kind of have to, I guess anything creative, you kind of have to do some things for like free,
yeah,
or for not a lot of money. So if you've got friends who are like going on tour, jump on a tour, like see how touring works, go and sell merch, or you know, that kind of thing.
I know you've done Waxahachie.
Yeah.
You worked with Kurt Weill, not doing tour managing. Was it Girlpool as well?
Yeah, Girlpool. Going on tour with them next week.
Oh,
yeah.
So exciting. Big fan.
Yeah, and then I also tour manage Snail Mail sometimes, and Cloud Nothings at the moment, and I go on tour with them very soon as well.
Do you prefer to do like festivals or just normal shows? So I know you just did Roundhouse.
Yeah, I like the continuity of just doing club shows, because you sort of, unless there's any time constraints with the venue, it's sort of like the same thing. I really enjoy festivals because you get to like watch other bands and stuff. Obviously you can't just like, you have a job to do, you can't just like wander off and stuff, but it's quite nice, yeah, being able to like walk past a stage and be like, oh, what's this, you know, like something that you wouldn't have got to see otherwise. And also bumping into people at festivals is nice. Like if there's
seeing
people,
lots of friends that you haven't seen.
yeah, like seeing friends, or like people from other countries, or like, yeah, cities, or in bands that are over from like the States that you know, or something like that, bumping into people.
Yeah.
So festivals are nice for that. In the UK, I really love Green Man, and End of the Road, which I'm doing Green Man this year.
Oh,
I didn't get to go
so
last year,
jealous.
so that's good. That's it. Probably it for the UK. Europe, I love being in Portugal. Paradise de Cora, Primavera. But yeah, we did Into the Great Wide Open last year, where the band I was with played on the beach, and then we did Beaches Brew this year, which we got to play on the beach again. So it's nice, like getting to go to different spots like that.
Have you ever felt treated differently? Have you ever, I don't know.
Yeah, I think, and I mean, as a woman in like life, every woman tends to get treated differently or whatever, but yeah, I mean, you still get the classic like, oh, are you like going out with one of the band members, or you know, are you the merch person? Not that that's
a bad thing, but yeah,
that's a job, but like sometimes people are a bit like that. Or the other day someone was like, oh, are you in the support band? And I was like, no, I'm the tour manager and I've been here since the beginning, and you know, things like that. I don't know. And then you get classic, like if you're driving a Sprinter van and you reverse it into a tight space and like a man on the side of the road, it's like, oh my god, well done. Like once I was driving through customs to go on a ferry, and the guy walks to the other side of the vehicle where our front of house, who was a man, was there.
Oh god.
And he was like, excuse me sir, like can you like what's in the back of the van or something? And I was like, hi, I'm driving, and like the car's on, you know, the van is like under my name, I'm in charge, you can come and ask me. And he like rolls his eyes, walks back round to me, asks me what's in there, asks me to get out the car to check in the back, and it was raining, and he was like, are you sure you want to get out, you might mess your hair up? And I was like, fuck you. You know, and I obviously don't care about my hair. But yeah, and he was like referring to our front of house as like my husband, you know, he's like, oh yeah, well, your husband, blah 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 blah.
Oh god.
Really old fashioned, but that's just being a woman in like every day. I'm pretty lucky that everyone I have worked with has been
pretty open, like not even open-minded, just normal.
Yeah, like normal, like good people, and most of like the promoters that I get to work with wouldn't treat you any differently.
I've known you for a while, and I've never asked you like what kind of music are you into, and like do you have a favorite genre? Is it very eclectic?
I really like sad music.
Okay.
You know, like lyrically focused.
Like
music.
So you're a big The Cure fan?
I like The Cure. I love Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
At the moment I've been listening to a lot of like Nap Eyes, Kurt Vile, but yeah, lots of sad people. Bill Callahan.
Do you have any bands that you can recommend?
New bands.
It's always a tricky one.
Oh yeah, it is a tricky one. I was just touring with someone called Anna St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
She's amazing. She Kevin Morby releases her.
Oh nice.
Yeah, obviously I love Kevin's music as well. Yeah, and then also Kevin releases a band called Night Shop, which is someone he used to be in a band with, and his record is amazing too.
Alright, I'll be sure to put that on Spotify and have a listen to it.
Yeah.
And would you have any advice for any young kid who would just like to do some tour managing? Or?
Well, yeah, just get involved, I guess. Yeah, like see what if your friends' bands are touring, jump on with them or talk to people, or yeah,
just show that you're available.
Yeah, and like work hard and do a good job.
That's it. Work hard and do a good job. I guess we can cut that because I was in a different position. Whatever.
Yeah.
Also, I was rambling.